Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Learning Economics with Sadaf. In this series, I've decided to go into microeconomic concept, which is consumer equilibrium. We have a theory-based question. I'll try to go into it and try to give an idea that that's how we're supposed to solve it. Let's quickly look at this case study and then find appropriate formula to solve this question. In this case, we have a case study. We have a case given that your nephew Jack, he wants to go into engineering school and he needs to raise his GPA by 0.15. And today is the last day of his semester. He needs to allot study hours so he can maximize his GPA. So from here, I can write down that objective of this here is maximizing GPA. Jack's goal here is to maximize GPA, which in this case is maximizing, same as saying maximizing utility. Now we have three. In consumer analysis, we would have three different goals. In this case, we have three different subjects and weightage assigned to three different subjects as well. So I'm going to start from here. That is final exam in chemistry. That's our first subject. Okay. Whenever you're given these kind of questions, try to break it down into different steps, and that will give you a better understanding on how to solve these kind of questions. So first piece of information here is chemistry as a first subject that represents 35% of his final grade. So it's 35 or zero point 0.5. Weightage of chemistry in final exam is 0.35. And then we have calculus. Calculus also represents 35% weightage in this exam, which is 0.35. And then lastly, we have mechanical analysis that represents 30%. Write down the mechanical analysis over here, and mechanical analysis contribution here or weightage here is 0.30. The last course, mechanical analysis, counts twice as much important as other. So along with weightage, now we have their contribution towards admission of or towards acceptance of Jack in the engineering school. So they mentioned that mechanical analysis is twice as much as of other subjects. So it's one times, and that's twice. Now we can find total contribution from here before going into this case study. Let's stop here and find total contribution. So first here would be 0.35 times 1. So chemistry's total contribution would be 0.35. Calculus would also be 0.35. For mechanical analysis, it would be 2 times 0.30, which is 0.60. Okay. For admission requirements. So if he plans to study for 7 hours each day, how many hours should he be spending in preparation for final exam? I think in some year here they have told us about that. Jack only has 5 days to study. And now, how many hours? I'm gonna quickly write down the question here. How many hours should be spent studying these subjects? So we're gonna try to find optimal number of hours that required to put into these subjects so that the Jack's GPA can increase by 0.15. So first we're gonna start with how many total hours we have over here. Total hour here is he can only give 7 hours a day each day, and there are 5 days. So 7 hours times with 5 days. Information of 5 days is given over here. So it's 7 times hour 5, which is 75 hours. So now we have total hours over here. Total hours for Jack is 75. We have answered this part. And now second part here is find out total weightage. Total weightage here is 0.35, 0.35, 0.60. When I add them together, that will give me 1.3 hour as our total weightage. Now third step here would be find out individual time spent on hours. Contribution of subjects. Let's start with chemistry. For chemistry, your formula is supposed to go like this: contribution of chemistry divided by total weightage times with total hour. So this is the formula we're going to go with. It's a basic algebraic calculation. In this case, we're going to first put contribution of chemistry, which was 0.35. Then we can put down total weight, which is 1.3, and number of total hours here is 35. So solve it. That will give us approximately 9.42 hours spent in this. You can do the exact same thing with calculus as well, because calculus has same weightage as of chemistry. So we're gonna give us exact same result times with 35, that will give us 9.42 hours. And lastly, we had mechanical analysis. For mechanical analysis, it was 0.60, 1.3 times with 35. After calculating it, that will give us approximately 16.15 hours. So based on this, you can say that Jack needs to invest 16 hours in mechanical analysis, 9 in calculus, and 9.4 in chemistry. So out of 35 hours, that's the best allocation of hours into these three subjects in order to maximize his GPA by 0.15. I hope you guys have understood this. If you have any trouble understanding it, do write that down in comment, and I'll come back with the next series of the next question like this. And I hope to see you then. Take care. Bye.